Hello everyone, welcome to Philosophy Espresso, your quick dose of deep thinking. On this channel, I aim to share my thoughts and observations about the world around us. It's a space where I reflect, but also hope to encourage others to pause and consider who we are and what drives us in this ever-changing society. In recent years, I've found myself often asking, who am I and what am I doing here? These are the questions I often ask myself as I wander through the city, observing people in the real world. While others are busy with their lives, I often remain in the background, like a silent observer. At the same time, I realize that with these questions, I am just one among billions, yet I still feel a certain sense of uniqueness. This probably stems from my own limited mind. Perhaps it has to do with my constant tendency for self-reflection, my preference for a quiet living environment, and my aversion to superficial social interactions. Even though I often retreat, I still hold a strong sense of connection with my own thoughts and the space I create for myself. What I notice is that people increasingly identify with their digital avatars on social media. We create a kind of perfect illusory world where everyone appears happy and content, a carefully curated version of ourselves, filtered through what we want the world to see. I see that for many, this perfect illusion has become a representation of the real world. But this discrepancy between how we present ourselves online and how we truly feel deep inside can create tension. How can we truly know ourselves when we increasingly exist as a projection of who we think we should be? I can imagine that at some point people start to wonder, who am I? A digital version that might not align at all with what we feel when the screens are off and the likes no longer flow. It makes me think of a time when I used to apply for new projects with just a simple CV. 2 A4 pages, no LinkedIn profile, no photo, nothing more than a summary of skills and experience. Back then, it was about the content of those pages, not the image you projected. And then there's my old car, imperfect but real. It wasn't about looking good. It was about whether it would get me where I needed to go. There's a certain honesty in those worries about a rusty engine and cold mornings. Now, we're navigating a different kind of road, where our value seems to depend on likes and followers. And I can't help but wonder, in a world so focused on appearances, how much of our true selves remains. Over the years, I've worked on various projects, always in different places. Each time, a new environment, new people, new challenges. But as time went on, I started asking myself more and more, what am I actually doing here? The joy I once found in discovering something new or achieving results seems to have faded away long ago. It feels like the sense of purpose is gradually slipping away. In my experience, the workplace has changed dramatically. Managers have become more focused on processes rather than content. Input on the actual substance of the work is no longer appreciated. This has led me to start various side projects, where the focus is once again on the substance, but above all, on finding joy in work. Free from the bureaucracy I've experienced so strongly in all those workplaces. This also brought me to creating these vlogs, simply because I enjoy thinking deeply about all kinds of subjects and putting my thoughts into words. Through these vlogs, I will share my perspective on various topics and developments, offering a glimpse into the future or analyzing our behavior. It could really be about anything. I'm not a tech guru, a genius, or any kind of special person. My goal is simply to encourage people to think again about how the world works.